We welcome you to our Eagles Invitational Classic. We're going to introduce no starting lineups today. We'll be doing that later on in the tournament. But we want to start the tournament with a word of prayer. We'd ask if everyone would please stand. I want to remind you before we pray, these will be 4 10-minute running clock quarters. Clock stops the last 2 minutes of each half on dead balls. Just a reminder. Let's pray. Our Heavenly Father, we thank you, Lord, for the opportunity we have to come together for a fellowship with one another. We ask you, Lord, to give the other schools that are still traveling in safety as they travel here. We ask you, Lord, to bless these two teams as they play. Pray you'll keep them safe from injury, help to play to the very best of their ability. May you be pleased by all that's said and all that's done. And we'll thank you for it. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you for staying. Hey.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're kicking off the Temple Invitational Tournament down here in Manchester, Tennessee. Oops. I have to lower this a little bit so I can see a little better. I don't have anything to stand on today. Looks like UCA's running a nice little block there by Matthew Goat down in the center of that paint. UCA setting up in a 1-3-1, and Vinemont looking like they're setting up in a 1-2-2 zone defense. Got a couple of bigs down low, but they have 3 seniors on this team. One of them looks like they came down with the rebound there. That passes to the corner. Matthew comes out. It's a nice rebound there by Gabriel. He was contested a little bit. He was able to get that rebound secured. They go right into Gabriel again. Gabriel looks around, kicks out to Jonathan Gooch, who drives in. Hits a body. As he hits the body, the ball bounces out to Matthew, goes up to lay it up. Looks like there was a little lean over there by number 11 from Vinemont. It's called for a foul. That's the first foul of the game. 8 minutes and 15 seconds to go. During this tournament, they're going to run the clock. It appears like they're going to run the clock for 10-minute quarters, 4 10-minute running clock quarters. And then you will get a stop clock during the final 2 minutes of each half before halftime. And before the end of the game. So this clock will stop on. So the time management, you know, that's going to be 40 minutes worth of play. Oh, mercy. That was such a nice almost interception by Matthew, but it was tipped out and we missed it. Oh boy, that goes right in. Number 2 is looking to get in. He does find number 11. There's guys all around him. We call it a jump ball. So we got the tip. It's going to be black ball there, but we get the next jump. It's clear to me they really like to score in the paint, so that's probably where the massive amount of effort from our team is going to have to be. We have 3 seconds in the paint there by the Vinemont team. It's going to be UCA Mustang ball, still 0-0. Both teams seeming to try to feel one another out here.
Hey, Matthew! Come higher,
There's Matthew. Ball gets touched. So I was going to be surprised if that went in. There was a hand on it that hit the top of the ball when it came up. Boy, these poor Vinemont players are having a tough time with a few of these calls by the refs. They've had 3 seconds in the paint and a carry with a hand over the ball carry in the last 2 possessions. So they haven't even got a shot off in the last 2 possessions. That ball does make its way out to Gooch. He drives in, decides to go all the way up, tries to reverse layup, but it's too far. He does get back quickly enough to stop the fast break. Now their point guard, number 1, is going to set him up. Here comes the drive, the pass back out. This is where they want to go with the ball. I personally believe, based on the way I've watched them play for the last 5 minutes, that they want to go early and often down to the big man. He's going to draw fouls down low. He's going to get, oh boy, that number 1 really went in there and stole that ball. We were made to pay for that quickly with a steal. It just barely came off the rim. Big number 2 down low gets it. They got number 11 coming in. That's a shot right at the top of the paint. So 5 minutes into the first quarter, and we finally get the first score of the game, 2-0. Uh-oh. Gabriel was in trouble. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We're just really struggling down there. Okay, so that's a backing in foul by number 11. I believe that these are their top 5 players. They could be in trouble because I believe number 11 has his second on the day. Matthew's going to get 2 free throws. He could use these. Come up and down the floor several times with no points to show for it, and no points still. I think we're shaking the dust off, not used to playing at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We do get our first point of the game. It's 2-1. 4 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Don't leave it!
Jumping out of the gym was Jonathan Gooch on that reach to get us a nice rebound. Jeremiah throw into Matthew. Matthew, oh boy. Yeah, I think he moved his foot. We're going to have to get more looks down there offensively because we keep making a mistake here, mistake there, and we're not getting enough shots off. I think we have a great chance if we can get our shots off. This is a 3-point attempt. Uh-oh. Jonathan Gooch fell down there. Glad he didn't hurt anything. Looked like it. Oh, boy, the big guy. Boy, he got that return. The big guy down low. He's going to catch and turn. So we need to get some offense going here. Okay, they go into Matthew. Matthew decides to dribble in, see what he can do. And he makes a nice play off the glass there. Takes this to within a 1-point game. As badly as we've played, I cannot believe this is a 1-point game. We've played decently defensively. We have not played very well offensively. But we're still within 1 point. That goes right to the middle and a little poke and a steal. James Davis looking around the floor to see what he wants to do. He makes the reverse of the court and goes over here to Jeremiah, who might, thought for just a second there, he might have had his first 3-point look, but that was a very quick recovery. It appears to me like they pride themselves on some aggressive defensive play here from Vinemont Christian Academy out of Alabama. Okay, this goes right into Jonathan Gooch. He decides to test the paint, comes right up with a beautiful little floater. Short range floater, probably about 5 feet away. Nice play. right down the center of the paint. Got some offense going, and we found ourselves in the lead. This is a corner look. Boy, just a drilled shot from the corner. Nice look. Didn't see that coming, but we're still a 2-point game and 45 seconds to go. The action's finally coming alive here because nobody was scoring for the first 5 minutes, and now we've got 12 points on the board, but we do have a foul. It's the third foul of the quarter by first foul of the game by number 30, the third foul by the team. And Jonathan Gooch comes up with it. Oh, and he finds Matthew right at the basket. Beautifully designed play. Ends up with Matthew right in. It ties the game with 1:16 to go. And the coach from Vinemont has seen enough to call a timeout. 14 points have been put on the board in the last 4 minutes of this game after going almost 5 minutes without any score. It's livened up 7-7. Vinemont Christian from Alabama against United Christian. United Christian on the scoreboard, if you can see it, is the home team. And it's 3 fouls to 0 by the board's count. I believe 2 of those are on number 11, the big boy down low. Him in the foul trouble will probably help our school a little bit, because he's got a very big presence both offensively and defensively down low. So far, the Mustangs have actually played decent defense. The 3-point look is almost half of their points, actually. But they do have a big presence down low. 2 pretty good-sized guys. Number 11, number 2. It was a good look, actually. Right at the free throw line. Shot look, but rebound by Gabriel Grieger. Jeremiah decides to try his hand at a nice floater. Hits a good part of the rim. Had a great chance, but just outside. Nothing doing. Number 3 for Vinemont goes in hard. And somehow their player jumps out and makes that in. I do not exactly know how James Davis is able to come up with it, dribble his way out of traffic, bring us back down. Still 7-7, 25 seconds. Here goes James. He flips it out to Jeremiah. There was some contest there, but Jeremiah comes away with it. And he finds, looks like Matthew. Can't see it. Yeah, that was Matthew. He makes a shot right from the free throw line to give us a 9-7 lead with 7 seconds to go. So there's no doubt they're going to use these last couple seconds to see if they can get it. And he just pulls up short. And we have a 9-7 UCA lead. Exciting first half, 16 points scored in 5 minutes. So it looks like it's going to get exciting. We'll see how the second quarter goes. We'll tip off here in just a minute.
Wait on you.
Sorry, missed that first bit of action there. Had to run quickly to the restroom from the travels. But Matthew got fouled, and he's got 2 shots at the line. He's missed the first one. I'll see if I can figure out who that foul was on. According to my bench players over here, the foul was on number 14, so that's his first. I got 2 on 11, 1 on 14, and 1 on 30. It's the first foul of this quarter. It's a great decision by number 2 to make the drive, but according to the referee, he moved both feet before he put the ball on the floor. Automatic travel there. James is going to bring it down for the Mustangs. 8 minutes and 46 seconds to go in the first quarter. He's looking for Matthew, but he goes outside to Gabriel Dreger. Man, I don't know how James got that one down there. But he somehow got it down to Jonathan Gooch, who commits the same problem that the Temple team did. Took a step or 2 prior to starting the dribble. That won't work for the referee, so now it's back to, not Temple, excuse me, but Vinemont advancing the ball. We got some hands on that ball as it went out. And they're going to get it right on the baseline. Here he goes. Here he goes in. Let's see what happens. Okay, wow, they call a travel. His refs are, I would say they are good refs from what I've seen so far, but they're very particular. So you're going to not get away with anything, even close to a travel or a carry. So it's going to be that type of day anyway. I don't know about weekend. I don't know who's reffing tomorrow. One thing I've seen about they love their hands here. They play a lot of hands defense, which is great. Matthew gets a good 3-point look. Bounces right off the rim. And number 30 from Vinemont comes out. Uh-oh, that's an outside shot. That's a 3-pointer and nothing but net. Swish. Looks like that's going to tie the game 10-10. The scoring has kind of dried up a little bit. We've seen 3 minutes and 7 seconds go by, and only that's the first shot of this half, I believe. But number 2 just plows over Matthew as Matthew was attempting to get that ball. That's going to be the team's second foul, and I believe it's going to be number 2's first. Number 11 is not on the floor right now, so they are giving him some rest from his foul troubles. Boy, that ball went right over to Gabriel. Gabriel didn't want the shot. Matthew took it. No, I'm sorry, Matthew dribbled it, didn't take it. And he pulls up right at the rim, and they fouled him. And he got the shot. That's a nice and one by Jonathan Gooch to break a tie game. It's 10-10 right now. Short on the follow through on the tip for the third point on that 3-point possible play there. Vinemont's going to try their hand going right to the center. Number 2 loves to go to the center. He kind of surprised number 22 there. He wasn't quite ready. And we got hands on by Jeremiah Gomez. That's our first foul of the game, actually. Also the first foul of the quarter, and also the first foul on Jeremiah Gomez. Second quarter, 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go. That's an outside shot. So thankful that one didn't go. That's 2 of those have already fallen. 6 of Vinemont's 10 have come from behind the line. It's another foul by number 30. That's his second of the game. I think the team's 4th. So with 5 minutes to go, Vinemont is in the risking. Vinemont is actually risking putting us at the free throw line with every additional foul from here on out. This would be a great time to drive, play short range ball. Matthew tries to flick it off at one of the Vinemont players, but his foot was on the line first. And we had lost possession of the ball, attempting to get it down low. It would be nice if we could exploit this vulnerability we're seeing on Vinemont with having 4 fouls already. If we could somehow get more fouls, we get more free throws. I do not know how Jonathan Gooch came away with that and did not get his feet on the line. I thought his feet were on the line, but I wasn't down there. That referee was. He gave us, man, that was really nice play. by James driving in there. He got a nice look. Okay, he's going in. There's no doubt he's going to go in. Yeah, okay, he pulls back though. Gooch really played some nice defense, but does whack him on the top of the body as he's going up to block a shot.
You gotta go straight up on that, hey, don't reach over. Don't reach over.
It says white 10, so that's Gooch. That's his first foul of the game. That's our team's second foul of the quarter. He hits one to make it 12-11. We are very well matched with this team, but they don't seem to be losing much when they go to their bench. It's a nice problem for them to have, but one tall guy goes out, another tall guy comes in. It looks like they have fairly deep bench. Number 11, I thought, was one of their more aggressive players. They haven't seemed to drop much in their play since he's left the game. Gooch was able to drive around there really nice. Oh, boy. Can't even get the words out of my mouth when the next play is happening, but Gooch was offered a pick by Gabriel Dreger, drove around it for a very nice look, went too high, rebounded by Vinemont. Now they're actually coming in strong with number 2. He gets a similar look of his own with a little floater. He travels before he's fouled. I believe he probably would have been fouled if he hadn't traveled. That looked like that was not going to go too well for the Mustangs with him right at the rim coming in with that rebound. Travel keeps us in the lead by 1 point with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Gooch has it. Gooch drives right past his man and right in. Give us a 3-point lead with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. What's going to happen in these final 2 minutes is the clock will stop. Final 2 minutes of the half, excuse me. Ball's falling off the board by number 3 for Vinemont. Rebounded by the Mustangs. James is eyeing what he wants to do. He's driving around these guards who consistently come up top. Holden was in a deep spin there, went back to James. Number 30 reaches in and takes the ball from him. I think I was in the way of the Domino's Pizza guy, bringing pizza to the guests. Oh boy, fouled, I believe. No, 3 seconds. Woo! I was going to say, if we had a foul there, it would be 3 shots by the penalty strike, but 3 seconds in the lane by one of the offensive players on Vinemont, and UCA takes over with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go, 14-11. That ball comes right into Matthew. Oh, come on.
You're moving your feet. Hey, don't react.
These refs just do not give any grace there. Probably was a movement of the foot, though, so you're just really, really watching for stuff. They don't let you get away with anything. Number 3 finds a way to get around that, goes all the way to the rim and lays his in. He's a pretty tall fella. I'm not sure he was one of the starters, but he's very tall. Can get in there. Oh, good look by Matthew, but there was a guy in the way and came off a Holden. It's going to be still a 1-point lead that we're clinging to here. We'll try to take a lead into halftime, but this is going to be a hard-fought second half, I believe. One of these two teams is going to break the second half wide open. Number 2 goes in hard. So they have decided that that's going to be the way they're going to go after this game. They're going to go straight into the paint and make you stop them. We're probably going to have to foul to stop them or play more aggressive defense higher up before that dribble gets to its conclusion. Mercy, the feet are just pitter-pattering. We're making really some mental mistakes here, and it's costing us because we actually had a 3-point lead. Now we have a 1-point deficit, and they're going to try to add to that. It goes right through the arm of Matthew, but it looks like the arm that he went through must have been moving and or clubbing him on the way through, because they're going to get 2 shots at the free throw line to try to add to a 1-point lead with 24 seconds to go. First one good, makes it a 2-point lead. We've not had a good first half on the penalty strike. They're having a better half than we are. Second one goes. We now have a 3-point deficit.
I was afraid they were going to do that. Oh.
For just a second there, the way the head Vinemont coach was reacting, I thought maybe we had turned the ball over. The good news is that coach spotted that they might turn the ball over, was able to call a quick timeout, and put us in position to try to take this last 21 seconds and see if we can close this margin. So we've had a rough couple of minutes here. Last 2 minutes of this half were rough on the Mustangs. We had a lead by 3 that has dwindled into a deficit of 3. So I'm pretty sure the last 6 points may have been scored by them. I'm trying to remember when we had that 3-point run. I think it was 14-11, now it's 14-17. That's a 6-point run. 4 of those have been right at the basket with a drive just made right into the paint. I believe that's what they're going to try to do from here on in. If they can get through the middle layer, we're not very well defended in the paint. So we have to probably play more aggressive on the middle layer. We're probably going to have to draw some fouls on our own team to try to get through that. Okay. I honestly thought they were going to get called for aggressive overplay on that dribbler and get called for a foul. We have not been able to get the 5th foul, even though they had 4.5 minutes to go. We didn't get the 5th foul. We got a carry on that call. We now have 9 seconds, just under 9 seconds, 8.7 seconds to be exact. Coach Davis is going to call for a 30-second timeout for the Mustangs to try to do something with this 8.7 seconds. I think what he's going to do is see if he can't work up a 3-point play. So it sounds like he's going to work up a play and get a 3-point look with 8.77, or maybe get a layup and just bring it to within 1 point. So if he gets a 3-point look and it sinks, we would actually have a tie ball game going into halftime. 8.7 seconds to go there, as you can see on the clock. 17-14. And just before halftime, this is coach's play here. He's got various people, and he goes to Matthew. Matthew now has it. What he wants to do with it, he's going to drive. He's going to drive. He's going to hopefully kick it out. He doesn't have much time left. They are playing an aggressive defense. So we'll have to drive through that to get some fouls if we're going to. So they. Okay. Coach is going to take his team into the halftime, and he wants me to tell him when they have 1 minute to go. So this is going to be a short halftime. I can tell here at this tournament in Temple, they're going to keep things moving very quickly. 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in halftime. I'll keep this parked on that clock so you guys will know when the second half will tip off. Only 26 minutes into the game. It's like 28 minutes, excuse me. We're already at halftime. So these will be almost an hour games, which was their desire to play every game at the top of each hour. So they'll probably keep this tournament moving like this all weekend. And we're hoping to catch some opportunities of our own. So see you at the end of the half.
1 minute, Coach.
I ran out of things. Hey, we're about to kick off the second half here with Vinemont with the ball and UCA set up in a defensive position. They go immediately into the paint, and there's a fight for a rebound between Gooch and I guess that's number 11. He's back in the game after having 2 fouls. The ball flies out of bounds, and White is going to get it. They're going to actually bring up some. They threatened the full court press there, but pulled off of it. James is actually a little bit in trouble here, trying to find some room to dribble down the floor. Trips. Number 22 trips him. He's hanging off of his body, so it's not surprising there's a foul there. James manages to find ways to dribble through intense traffic. At least getting that foul on number 22 might lighten up the defense a little bit. Now he's playing with a little more respect on the cushion space. Gabriel Dreed is trying to drive through some traffic, and he gets the ball down. Yep, and we just go straight up and straight down. I think they both crashed on Matthew. He would have seen Gooch there. He could have passed Gooch the ball. Might have got a layup, but as it turned out, though, we did not convert that. But they didn't convert either. They threw the ball on a hard pass down low. It's turned into a quick out-of-bounds play for them. James did a nice little hesitation move and gets Gabriel Breezer the ball. We are really just not playing well mechanically right now. We're making little tiny mistakes, pitter patters of the feet. But it's costing us because these refs are not letting anything go, as I mentioned earlier. We're going to have to play much more fundamentally sound with our feet in this game, I believe. Have a chance to score points. James is harassing from the back. Gentleman passes to ultimately Matthew. And we get the ball back. Nice pick by Matthew there to get James a little bit of breathing room. He comes down here in the corner to Jeremiah. He's trying to figure out what he wants to do with the ball. He gets it to James, and James is going right in the middle. Gives it to Gooch, who just lowers his elbow in. And I thought was going to get that ball, but it took a very unfriendly roll to the outside. Came off the backside of the rim into the hands of number 2. Number 2 and number 11 like to work back and forth like they did in the first quarter before the foul trouble. There's going to be a shove off by one of the UCA players. Looks like it's going to be Gooch. That's going to be his second of the game and our first of the quarter.
James, get lower. Turn around and open up and look at the floor.
Another foul. Let's see who this one's on. That's number 50. That's going to be Jeremiah Gomez. Jeremiah Gomez has his second one. Number 3 is so tall. They just threw that one up and let him go get it. Number 22 got really close to the rim, almost came away with a shot. It wasn't from lack of trying. He went up twice, but he just didn't get his shot there. Now he's back to defending strong. He'll go to Jeremiah in the corner there. Jeremiah comes back out to number 11, James. And James gets it to Gooch again. Gooch has got some hand troubles. Ultimately double dribbles, according to the ref. We are really just having to shore these fundamentals up. Maybe it's the ice break. We didn't play a game for 2 weeks, but we could play one last night. So glad that didn't go in. It would have created a 6-point deficit for the Mustangs. We're still at only a 3-point deficit. Oh, and that was a smart play by James, who knew number 22 was trailing, and so he just stopped. And 22 ran into him to get his second foul of the quarter for him. I don't know how many he has on the game. Team has the second foul. And number 22 has his second foul of this quarter. So James actually managed to get out of that trouble, and they give it to Jeremiah, and he goes in strong for a nice floater. Come on, drop. It does drop, and we have a 1-point ball game. 5 minutes and 24 seconds. It took almost 5 minutes to get the first score of this quarter after a very prolific run of scoring at the end of the first quarter. And that's probably going to be Gooch's third. I think that's his third, honestly. Yeah, it's white 10. I think that's his third, brother. I think so. That's 3. So that's our third foul of the quarter, and Gooch's third. He's got to make it through another quarter and a half. He probably will, but he's not going to be able to be as aggressive as he normally would with 3 fouls on him. Number 11's at the free throw line. He managed to go from foul trouble to no foul trouble in a hurry. Picked up 2 early in the first quarter, and haven't seen a lot of them since. Because he missed a lot of the second quarter because he was in foul trouble. He's back in the game now and hasn't picked up one yet. So still in pretty good shape. James Davis driving through traffic, gets Jeremiah Gomez off. I saw it again. Pitter patter of the feet. We just are happy feet right now. I don't know what it is. The gym floor, I don't know, but the pitter patter and feet, and it's happening very, very frequently on lots of different players. So it's trouble we got to shore up. And number 2 actually just drives straight to the rim. That's what I thought they were going to do more of at the start of this quarter. That's the first time I've seen it this quarter, though. They find Matthew. Matthew had a little bit of trouble getting that ball, but he passes out, and we do manage to survive and not get a turnover. James goes back into Matthew. Matthew decides to go in and try to lay it up. Ball's blocked from behind by number 3, the tall fella. And number 11's coming back down. Gives it to the 1 who goes back outside. He goes to the corner. That's a 3 pass and a nice 3-point play. Touched 3 hands around the ring. Ended up in the corner for a clean 3-point look. And they've now broken open to a 6-point lead. I'm afraid of that. Matthew somehow gets a high pass, so I'm able to bring it down. Looks like this is going to be another layup. We're going to have a tough time stopping that. 3 was in a hurry. Only way to stop that would be to step in front of him, a guaranteed foul if we did. So he went all the way to the rim. 3's a pretty good player. He's broken open an 8-point lead. We've got a couple of nice looks there. We got one at the basket and one by James there off the floater. Neither one of these are falling for us. Jeremiah manages to come down with a rebound. And Mr. Coach Davis at the time. 2 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the third quarter. Mustangs 16 and Vinemont with 24, an 8-point margin right now. So a couple of shots would really change the outlook for us. It'd be nice if we could get a couple of 3-point looks to fall. Ball goes to Jeremiah. Jeremiah's in trouble, but he gets it to Matthew. Matthew makes a short range look. I mean, these are shots that we would sometimes fall for us, but they're just not falling here in the third quarter. You do stop that from being a 3-point opportunity. Number 2 kicks it back up to the top. He does the same thing. He pitter-patters his feet there. Nothing doing with these refs. They are really doing that, but in fairness to them, we've been committing these pitter-patters, so can't lay this at the feet of the refs. We get down to Gooch. Gooch goes in, but man, I tell you, the tall one there, the tall thin one with the white collar, number 3. He gets in from behind even, comes away with blocks. Good defender. It's probably been their player of this quarter, and really the end of the last one too. 3 seconds though. As I spoke about him positively, he hung out in the paint for 3 seconds, got called for that. So, nothing doing on the Vinemont end of things. We're going to give UCA a possession down the floor. Jeremiah comes up with a toughly contested catch, and they get out to Matthew. Matthew decides to go in strong and gets the foul. That's what we've been needing to see there, is all the way in, because pulling up from the outside, we just haven't been getting it. Matthew goes in to try to get it at the rim, and not so coincidentally is fouled. Only get 2 shots here. First one, good. Cuts this lead to 7. Second one good, but comes right back to him, and he goes in strong again. Missed that. Gabriel's trying to stop him. James is trying to stop him. The ball comes into number 2, and he pulls out. Don't foul, don't foul. Whoa. Coach was saying, please don't foul. Somebody else can afford the foul, but not Gooch. 25, that's on Matthew. That's probably his third of the game too. Also, it's at least a second. It's our 4th foul of the quarter. These are going to be the last 2 shots in the quarter. It's either going to be a 7 or an 8-point lead. Let's see. It's going to be an 8-point lead going into the 4th quarter. All she wrote for the 3rd quarter, 25-17, 8-point difference. Mustangs are going to go in. I think they're going to have to stop the drives and the shots to paint. And they're going to have to find a shot of their own. You know, you can climb out of this with fouls. You're going to have to climb out of this with a little bit of shooting. See what coach draws up for the team.
Just kidding.
Sorry, I was reaching back behind here to try to get a tee. Jeremiah comes down with a rebound there. No scoring in the fourth quarter yet. Still an 8-point deficit with James driving in. Gets in and gets a really nice look. Gooch is battling it out several times underneath the paint with that big fella. I think that's number 11. Yeah, number 11.
Hey! Black.
Coach is changing up the defensive look. I think he's going to see. Boy.
Standing there looking. She charged you to get in.
Oh, that's an outside look. Oh, boy, that one. Going to be a foul, probably on number 11. Let's see who they call. Yeah, it is 11. That's his third. He was first in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes are gone. We still don't have any progress on this 8-point deficit. 25-17 to score. James gives to Davis, Gabriel, who gives right back. Oh. There's an attempt there to get in the lane and cut. Number 3 scoring through again. And he gets his own rebound and goes up again. I can't believe neither one of those went in. But the ball does stay down there, so I'm going to have to keep defending. He's off the hands of one of the Vinemont players. For some reason, the Vinemont player was going to them. He's heading back down here, set up. James is bringing the ball down. Driving hard toward the basket. Feeds Gooch, who gets his own rebound. We're having trouble finding that basket. He got 2 hits in the ring there. Didn't come away with anything. Here he goes hard. No surprise here. And yep, that's probably going to be Matthew's third or fourth. Find out here in a second. That definitely going to be Matthew, I believe. 25. That's Matthews. Let's see if we can figure out how many he has. He has only 3. That's his third, Coach. Matthew's third. I knew he had at least 2. I was hoping he didn't have 3, so that is his third. We're still in pretty good shape. Two players on our team in a little bit of foul trouble. Gooch with 3, Goth with 3. With only 6 minutes to go, we might be able to survive with no foul troubles. They have created a 9-point deficit now with that hit. Oh, they're going hard towards Jeremiah, but the pass was seen. Gooch comes in and really fights for this rebound and is clubbed by, looks like number 2. Well, I thought he was going to call the foul. He might have just called out of bounds there. He didn't come over to the scoring table and indicate foul. They're going to play high up. Oh, James is able to find Jeremiah in the corner. He goes for the shot, misses. Tall number 3, no surprise, comes up with the ball. Travels a little bit. Ultimately turns the ball over. And James is running down the floor here. There. Oh my goodness, he gets another look. We don't get it. Matthew takes a really well contemplated shot. It bounces around, doesn't fall. And they're going to try a moderate fast break here by number 14. Stutter steps, goes into paint, makes his own floater attempt, and drains it. So we're having the same experience that Temple had. Game was close in the first half, but kept pulling away. Ball comes off the rim, and there's going to be a foul there. It's Gabriel Dreger's foul. I don't think he's had a foul yet. So that's his first foul. It's the team's second. Vinemont's going to get the ball with 4 minutes and 30 seconds to go.
Oh my goodness. Good hands.
James offered a lot of pressure on the ball right up against the out-of-bounds line. Ball rolls off the leg of one of the Vinemont players and regain the possession. We're actually down the line. That's the corner gets intercepted. I knew number 3 was tall, but I didn't see that coming. He went up and got himself a dunk. I don't think I saw that coming. I knew he was tall there. It's our first dunk allowed of the season.
There you go, Everett. Stay hungry, baby.
And there we go. Jonathan Boots getting the ball. We're going to try to go down low.
Watch it.
And here it comes. We missed it there. So now it's going to go down in the corner. But the pressure made him pretty good pressure there. Once that ball got into that particular wing, I thought they'd get it down low. And they probably would have. Bad pass. Ended up with a turnover. 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go. And suddenly after that dunk, the Vinemont fans and players are, oh, he's going for another one. Here he goes. Jeremiah Gomez is hustling back. Yeah. Again, they're putting the punctuation point on this here. Fourth quarter, they've come alive hard. Number 3's turned into be one of their better players. Gabriel comes up with an errant ball, almost scores. Comes off there. He's going again. He's got a taste of glory here. They just found ways to score that we didn't see earlier in the game. That was a little floater by number 30. That's cracked the game wide open. It doesn't look like there's much hope now. 2 minutes to go. We're probably going to fall into the second bracket. Not sure when that makes us play. I'll have to look.
Red.
Right full timeout. Coach Davis takes a timeout. Minute and 51 seconds to go. 34-19 your score. It's a 15-point margin. Temple actually had this team close in the fourth quarter of both of their seasonal games with them. So they apparently played Vinemont in 2 seasonal matchups and came away with a similar experience. They said they pulled away in the quarter and lost. So Vinemont has a great chance with these 3 seniors to end up in the what would be the Vinemont has a great chance to end up in the championship game, presuming that Temple did not book a way out of their league, which could have happened. We'll see. And I'm not sure. I believe Temple and Vinemont might meet up in the next bracketed matchup. I think there's a bracket in the coaches behind me. I'll try to figure out when our next game will be. Foul on somebody. James Davis with a foul.
Hey, stay.
And the bracket is not in this coach's packet, so I'll have to try and find that bracket. James Davis driving on the hard forward, gives a shot to Jeremiah Gomez. It's a missed shot, but rebound by Matthew Goat, who fouls. And the Vinemont coaches are clapping hard for a foul. I'm not exactly sure why, but I think they want to keep the intensity high. Get their kids excited for the next matchup. We've missed shot one. Get us into 20-point range with this second shot if he were to make that. Flies off several hands, but ends up with Matthew, and he just takes a really strong dip shoulder dive into the paint, and the score 21-35. It's a 14-point game, not too bad. Jeremiah Gomez manages to find the ball, and after he gets the ball, number 10 wraps his arm around him, fouls him. And we're going to have a chance to score again. A minute and 19 to go. James has it. He goes straight into the corner for Jeremiah. He takes another shot. Gets fouled in my estimation. The hand was on the arm. Doesn't get called. And James Davis gives himself a chance. Finds Jeremiah right under the basket. And they're gonna try a quick pressure. That's James Davis. That's probably his third, I'd say. They have managed to cut the lead to only 12, but there's not enough time now to come back. We're putting them at the free throw line. Coach is going to play every minute of this last minute. He's trying to get his team to play well. He's got a whole tournament ahead of him. So. Second shot by Vinemont's no good. Matthews coming on the hustle down. He finds Jeremiah Gomez in the corner. Another rebound by Matthews. Been all over the boards today. So there's really trying to make something happen. One of their uniforms in, giving him some minutes. He thinks he's got the ball, but unfortunately he's traveled. And they're going to give it to number 10, Jonathan Gooch. They find Gooch. Gooch goes in. Oh, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't a charge there because we came across that first body. They're so excited. I think Coach has got them. Coach of the other team's got them about to fly out of the gym here. They're cheering every little bump and bruise. I can't fault them for getting this team excited. They're going to have a chance to play in the next round. Number 10 is going to get himself a couple of free throw looks. They've kind of got their B team on the floor right now. It does appear that if we wanted to, we could exploit that and cut this margin closer. Personally, I think Coach will probably do that as best he can. With some fast pace and some pressure defense. Jeremiah decides not to take the play. Goes in for the layup. Number 1, who's actually part of their A team, was able to block that. We're looking for the ball here. We find Gabriel right in the center. Gabriel puts in a nice shot. Brings it within 10 actually with 30 seconds, and we've got the pressure on still. So we're going to try to see if we can't keep him on this end of the floor. Jeremiah Gomez decides enough's enough. Puts him on the free throw line. Sorry, I didn't mention this earlier. I probably should have mentioned that we do have Hayden High here. You probably noticed he wasn't in the lineup today. He is here, but he's a little under the weather. We're probably going to have to wait and see if we can get him on the second or third game of our matchups this weekend. In retrospect, definitely missing part of our plans here. Well, that was a beautiful basketball. Gabriel Dreger right on the basket to cut this game within 8. It's too bad we didn't have another 2 minutes or so to try to make this happen. 4 seconds to go. We're just going to play base defense and see what happens. And they don't secure that, but they do secure an 8-point win. Congratulations to Vinemont moving forward, and we're going to see if I can't pitch it the next game. I'll skip over here and see if I can get that in. You can't get into it. It takes my things. 5 minutes. We got a killer time slot, guys. I'm sorry to tell you this, but it's going to be 8 o'clock tonight. Nobody wants that. It's against a team called Madison. I looked it up. They're not from Madison, Tennessee, but from Madison, Alabama. So, the closer we get to the Alabama border, the more Alabama teams we're going to see, I guess. Madison, Alabama tonight at 8 p.m., so no rest for the weary. I guess we'll see you then. Maybe I'll take an afternoon cat nap. See you then, Mustangs fans, 8 o'clock tonight. Hoping for better results.